Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be an e.l.f. haul. I wanted to get a couple of things that I have seen lately that it seems like they're kind of new products, and I've seen a lot of good reviews, so I wanted to try it out. Now, e.l.f. for me in the past have been pretty much hit or miss. I do like their blushes, their eyebrow pencil. They have an eyebrow pencil that's $2. That is really good. The one that comes in the white packaging. I'm out of it now, but I do usually have it in my collection because it's a good brow match for me. It lasts all day, and I think it's amazing quality for $2. You know, I'm not too crazy about the lip products, but and their eyeshadows, like I said, they're hit or miss. So I really don't purchase that much e.l.f. because I never know what I'm gonna like or not like. I do like their brushes. I think you can get some really good inexpensive brushes at e.l.f. I even purchased one now. This is a highlighting brush, and I think this was $3. Don't quote me on it, but I believe it was like $3. But I have several. I have a powder brush. I have like 4 or 5 e.l.f. brushes, and they're very nice. They wash very nicely. They last a long time. They're very inexpensive, and you know, it's something that you can replace if for some reason you've had it for a while and you know they start falling apart. You know, but I haven't had any trouble with it. They last just as long as other brushes that I spend more money for. So let's begin. The first thing that I purchased was this eyeshadow palette. Now I have seen, this is the Opposites Attract, and I have seen a lot of reviews on this palette, and they have all been really good reviews. I've seen Tati use it, and Andrea Mattiliano use it. She uses a lot of e.l.f. products, and their eye looks have looked really nice. So I wanted to get this one a try. I haven't tried it yet. I haven't even swatched it, to tell you the truth, but they have a lot of pretty colors. Some of them, it's kind of like a cool and warm palette all in one. You know, they have some shades that are kind of out of my comfort zone, but I think that that's okay. It's kind of nice to use something different once in a while instead of just, you know, the bronzy or the purple looks that I normally do. You know, so I'm eager to try it and create a look with this. Probably, I've been really suffering with allergies, and that's why I didn't want to use it today, because it took me forever just to get this eye look on for this video because my eyes are super watery. But here's some of the swatches, and as you can see, they're pretty pigmented, so I can't wait to play with this palette. So this is the Opposites Attract. This was $15. And then this one is newer than the Opposites Attract. This one here is the new Classics, and I did use this one time, and I already stuck my nail in it, so I marked it so everybody knows that it's my palette. And my look came out very pretty. I really liked it. Everything blended very nicely. You know, the colors worked really well together. I felt like, you know, it didn't feel like a cheap, inexpensive, I shouldn't say cheap and expensive, but it felt like a high quality palette. It didn't feel like, you know, sometimes you get a less expensive palette and they're very powdery and there's a lot of fallout, and this one didn't have any of that. This one was really nice, and I really enjoyed using it. So most of the colors I swatched, guys, I picked some really light ones here to swatch for you guys. I don't know what I was thinking. I can barely see them. But it's a very nice palette. It really is. I really enjoyed using it. So I also heard a lot of nice things about their new blushes and bronzers. And they're the primer infused blushes. And this one is called Always Rose. And it's a very pretty neutral pink rosy color. I did use it once. It was very pretty. It lasted all day, didn't fade away, you know, like during the day. So I was very happy with it. It feels very nice and soft, and you know, it's not super pigmented. So I do enjoy those blushes better. I'd rather have something that I can, you know, layer instead of something that, you know, you just grab a little bit with a brush and then you know, there's too pigmented and you have a hard time blending it out. So I did really enjoy this. And then I also got a bronzer, and this is one of the lightest ones that they have. I believe they have like 3 different shades, and this one is in, I think it says Forever Bronzer. I will list it below so that you guys will know which one I got. And they did have a medium one and then a darker one. So this is the lightest one that you have, which I don't even know if you can even see it on my skin. On my face you can actually see it, but I don't like my bronzer to be super dark either. I'd rather build it up than for it to be too dark. And colors like this work wonderful, like on the crease of your eyes also. Now they were having a deal that if you spent $25, I believe these are 6. The bronzers are either 6 or 8. I will list it below. But they were having a deal that if you spend $25, you got a gift. And it didn't say what the gift was. Well, this is part of the gift. This is supposed to be a blush, which I don't know in whose skin tone this would be a blush. This is a highlighter. It's a baked, according to them, blush. And I threw away the packaging, but yeah, no, this is a highlighter. It's a pretty highlighter. It's very subtle, but there's no way that that can be a blush. But it's pretty as a highlighter. And sometimes these baked highlighters, you kind of have to, for the E.L.F., you have to scrape off the top layer and then they work better. And then they also included a lipstick, which I'm not going to open because it's a touch of nude and I can tell that it's super light and it's not something that I would wear, so I'd rather put it in a giveaway. And then Beautifully Bare Smooth Eyeshadow, and this is in Nude Linen. Now these eyeshadows, sometimes I like to use them as a base for my eyeshadow, like a primer, and they work really well. And this would be the perfect shade for that because it's nice and light. So this is almost like the soft ochre from MAC. And as you can see, it's very matte, so it would really do a nice job of covering any veining or imperfections that you may have on your eyelids. So I'm going to try it as a base for my eyeshadow, and you know, I think it will work really well for that. So I'm excited about this one. I thought this is a nice nude shade. So this is it. This is all I got from E.L.F. I will create a look on one of these palettes. Let me know if there's one that you'd rather see than the other. Either the Opposites Attract or the new Classics. Let me know which one you think it would be better or that you want to see. And I will be more than happy to create a look. And that way you can see how easily it applies, how well it blends, and the whole bit. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for sticking around and joining me again. I love you guys, and I will see you on my next one. Thank you. Bye. Love you. Mwah.